Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over my week 3 spending from October and to talk y'all through week 4. If the lighting and the setup look a little different, it is because it is 5 o'clock in the morning, or almost 6 o'clock now, and I can't sleep, and so I decided to just go ahead and film this, but I wanted to do it in the comfort of my own bed. So this is my bed. And this is just where we're at today. So this is what's happening. I'll be back to my regular setup next week, but you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. This is just kind of where I'm at and what I need to do for myself this week. Last weekend was pretty hard. I went to go visit my grandmother who was in hospice care, and she ended up passing away on Friday night, the 16th. And so I spent some good time with family during that time. And then the very next day, my cousin got married right after she passed. And so it's just been a roller coaster of emotion and spending time with them. And I got back recently to my own house, and you know, I'm just tired and having trouble sleeping. And so this week I'm just gonna roll with it and do what I need to do to keep myself well. And so one of those things is filming this video from my bed. So that is a little bit about my past week, and it was definitely hard, and this week's going to be a little crazy as well. I have a close family friend who is like a sister to me, so kind of the equivalent of a very close cousin that you'd consider a sibling. And she recently had a baby during COVID, and a lot of us haven't been able to meet him because of the pandemic. And so I'm finally able to go visit her and meet her baby. So I'll be driving up there this weekend. So again, just a lot of emotion, circle of life, you know. We lose loved ones, but then the new loved ones are born. So it's just an exciting, conflicting emotion time for me. So, you know, that's just where I'm at. You'll also notice today that my nails are done, which is just like a rare occurrence for me. I don't paint my nails a lot, but I did for the wedding, for my cousin's wedding. So that's exciting. I don't know about y'all, but do you ever not paint your nails for a while, and then when you paint them, all of a sudden, like, touching things is more fun? Like, you just like look down and your nails are painted, and so like, I don't know, like touching things is different, and like, you know, just flipping through pages even feels different just because your nails are done. Comment down below if you think that I'm alone in that, or if you also experience that. But I just am enjoying seeing them all painted, so they kind of match. Anyway, thank y'all for being here and for coming back to watch my videos. If you're a subscriber, I cannot believe that I already have 60 subscribers. So if you're one of them, shout out to you. Thank you so much. And I'm going to do some sort of giveaway when I reach 100 subscribers. So if you want to be eligible for that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. And I'll be sharing more about that as we get closer and closer to 100 subscribers. So I figured now, since I have a couple videos out, that I would go ahead and talk a little bit more about the name of my channel. The name of my channel is Intentional Living, and intentionality is just a really big word for me. I chose that name for my channel because I feel like budgeting and planning takes a lot of intentionality. And for me to pay off debt is going to require constant thought, planning, patience, just really being intentional with my money, slowing down, giving every dollar a purpose, making choices that might take more time but less money so that I can, you know, pay off my debt and save more money. And so this whole journey for me is very, very centered around intentionality. So I just decided to name my channel Intentional Living because right now I'm trying to live intentionally in my budget. I want to live intentionally in other areas of my life as well. When it comes to working out and fitness, like that's something where I'm putting a lot of intentionality in right now. Intentionality into my relationships, intentionality into planning out my time. So all of those things are really important to me, and I might expand into some of those areas as my channel grows. But for now, I'm just focusing mostly on budgeting videos and savings and debt payoff. That's a little bit about why I named my channel Intentional Living. And if y'all have any questions about that, feel free to comment them down below. So before we get started with week 4, which is what we're talking about today, I'll go back and recap week 3 with y'all. So week 3 ends technically today because I'm filming this on the 22nd. But this was my breakdown from last week. Basically, I've already closed out the week. I did that off camera, but for groceries, I underspent by $3, which is good. That's the only category I did underspend in. And I'm gonna roll those $3 over to the 4th week, and I'll explain that in a minute. But basically, I maxed out the rest of my categories. I also spent $28 on gas, so I only have $9 left, which I will be using for sure. I'm actually going to go over on gas this month. And here you'll see I spent $10 plus some of my cushion. I have a cushion in my accounts, and I forgot to budget for Amazon Prime Day. I ended up ordering a few things. I also forgot to budget for a wedding gift for my cousin. I am going to go over in general on my flex funds, but I didn't go over on my cash spending, but that'll be accounted for in my checking account. So that's kind of a look at how my spending went for week 3. Some bills that came out recently are my insurance came out this week, my renter's insurance and my car insurance. My iCloud bill came out as well. And my last counseling session was this week, so I've now paid my monthly $90 for that. It's $45 a session, and I go bi-weekly to talk with my counselor, and that was really helpful this week, dealing with, my grandmother's passing. And so to me, this is really money well spent for my well-being and wellness. So that is a little bit about the bills that came out. And here I have the $3 that was left over in my grocery money that will be rolling over into the next week. And then this is the change that's left. And I'm going to pull out the 2 quarters because I'm going to go vacuum my car today and I need quarters for that. So I'll put that in back in my wallet. And the rest of them will go in my change jar. So I went ahead and made my cash totals here. I was going to pull out, I did pull out $238 from the bank, which I already have. And if y'all have seen my previous videos, y'all know that I keep my debt payments in the bank, but I pull out fake money. Oh, I'm on week 3. Here's my week 4. So if y'all have seen my other videos, you know that I take out real money for all of these categories, but my debt, I use fake money, and so that is included in this pile as well. So that is why that is in a different color and not accounted for in my totals. And that's just because I keep that money in my account, transfer it to my cards, but I like a physical representation of how much I'm paying off. So I have that fake money here. And we'll stuff that into some envelopes just for motivational reasons and visual reasons. This week, the only change compared to previous weeks are that I am only going to budget $30 for groceries. I'm going to be out of town all weekend, and I'll only need a few things when I come back. So I wanted to put more money into my flex funds. So instead of budgeting $80 for groceries, I'm only doing $30, and I'm putting the other $50 in my flex funds, along with its usual $10. Eating out is staying at $25. And then I had budgeted $20 for this trip that I'm taking, but I've already spent that money on some things to bring for my friend that I'm visiting. So that money is already gone. So I'm just not stuffing it. That's it. So now we can start stuffing. I'm going to just get everything set up and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. And we are going to start by stuffing my cash envelopes, and the first one I'll do is groceries. And so we had $3 left. I'm going to send that to my flex funds. So I'll have 0 in here, and then I'm just going to stuff 30. So a 20 and a 10. I'm gonna fill out my trackers later off screen since I'm not at a table right now, but groceries is getting 30. Eating out, I spent everything out of, so I'm going to put in its regular 25, and I do 2 10s and a 5 for 25. And then the last one is my flex funds. And for this one, I'm going to give it the 3 that was left over. Its usual 10, which is 5 and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the 3 left over, its usual 10, and then the $50 that I usually put in groceries. So I should have 63. So 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, and 63. So this money will be used just kind of for whatever I need for this trip I'm taking. So extra gas money, or going out to eat, or, you know, anything we do when we go visit this new baby. So I'm really excited to meet him. His name's Sam, and I can't wait. So I'm so excited. So these ones go straight into my, wallet. And that is done. So now we get to stuff sinking funds, which is my favorite part. So I am going to make some changes to denominations I put in here for next month, because I'm already realizing that I've under budgeted for a few trips, or experiences, I should say, that I'm having next month. So I'm gonna make some changes so that I can make sure I can afford those experiences. But for now, I'm gonna stuff my usual amounts in these. And in my next video, or a video coming soon at the end of the month, I'm going to be going through and getting some bigger bills, because this is already getting hefty and thick. So I'm going to try and exchange out some things for some bigger bills, so I have less bulky envelopes. But right now we are going to put $20 into Christmas, and I have 140 already, so I should have 160 now. So 50, 100, 20, 40, 60. And I'll update these trackers off screen. So 160 in Christmas. Next is my auto care. So this is for oil changes, or, you know, new tires, or anything that comes up with my car. Deductibles if anything were to happen. So this is getting 15 this week. So it has 95, so now it should have 110. 50, 70, 80, 90, 100, 105, 110. 110. That's really a good number for me. So this next one's vacation and travel. So this is the one I'm most worried about for November. So I'm going to be stocking this, like beefing this up a lot next month, so that I can make sure I can pay for some experiences that are already planned. So I have to go. But it's getting 15 this week. And so now it should also have 110 since it had 95. So 50, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. So I'm taking just a little cabin mountain trip, and I want to be able to have enough money for the Airbnb and for groceries. And I need more than I currently have for that trip. Next is health and medical. So this one is for copays or for prescriptions or anything health related, and it is getting 10 this week. So it should have 65. 20, 40, 50, 65. Y'all, I just like, sometimes when I'm doing these videos, I just can't believe the amount of money I have in here already. Literally not 2 months ago in August, I put $0 into savings. And now I don't even know how much money I have in savings now, but the fact that I was putting $0 into savings just 2 months ago is amazing to me. Like I have to remind myself that I've done a good job, because it's really easy to be hard on myself, but I have done a lot of progress, made a lot of progress in 2 months. So it's just fun doing these videos and like acknowledging that. So if y'all feel similarly, shout out yourselves below, and you know, let's all just appreciate the hard work that we're doing, because this is hard and we're doing good. So keep it up. Okay, so next is gifts. And gifts is gonna get 10 this week, and it has 65, so it should have 75 now. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. And if y'all have seen my past videos, I'm trying to not spend out of these sinking funds until 2021, except for a few categories like vacation, Christmas. I think that's mostly it. Maybe auto care if I need it. So I'm gonna try not to touch certain categories like gifts or household. So household has 35, and I'm only putting 5 this week, so it should have 40 now. 20, 30, 35, 40. Next is personal care. Personal care covers clothes for me. It covers fitness things for me. And just anything that I need or want. So this is another one I'm trying not to spend out of until next year. And it has 140, so now it should have 160 because I'm putting in 20 this week. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, and 160. This envelope is for weddings, and I'm not getting married, but they're for my friends' weddings. So I'm a bridesmaid in one this coming summer, and I just have a ton of weddings to go to next summer that were rescheduled due to COVID. So I want to have money for travel, for gifts, for anything wedding related, if I need a new dress, things like that. So I'm putting $15 in this one. So it has 45, so now it should have 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Which is awesome because I just started this one this month and it already has $60. This is my 1 month ahead fund. I really want to get 1 month ahead on my bills, but not a super big priority for me right now because I'm paying off debt. So I figured in the meantime, I know I want to do it, so why not just put $1 in every time I stuff? And then before it even becomes a priority, I'll already have stuff saved for it. So it's just getting $1, so we should have $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So someone else gave me that idea. Several channels are doing it now, and you know, if I know it's gonna be a goal one day, might as well put $1 in it today. This one is for yearly subscriptions. So I have several like Amazon and Netflix that I pay for. So again, not a huge priority because I can pay for those out of my weekly spending whenever it does come up. But it would be helpful to have at least something in here when those things hit. So it's just getting $1, and now it should have $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This one is for side hustles. So want to open an Etsy store one day or do something. So just putting some money aside for costs for that. And we're doing 10 this week, so it should have 46 now. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 46. I'm thinking I'm gonna launch a store maybe in January. Just get through the holidays and then give myself some time to prepare for that. But yeah, if there's anything you'd want to see in an Etsy shop from me, let me know down below. That would also be helpful for me to know for planning out this giveaway that I'm going to do when I hit 100 subscribers. So my next envelope is for savings challenges, and debt is my priority right now, but come January 2021, I think I am going to do some sort of small savings challenge, just like a low commitment every week. So for now, I just want to keep my envelope active, so I'm just putting in $1. So it should have $5 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So now all I have left are debt envelopes, and all I have now are fake money. So we'll be stuffing the fake money because this is in my account. I'll be transferring it to my credit cards today. And so I just stuffed the fake money so I can make those transfers immediately. The red envelope is for my Bank of America card, which is getting $50 this week for the minimum payment. And it should have $100 in it that I've put towards the card so far this month. So now I should have $150, $50, $100, and $150. And that is it for this month because my minimum is $150. And so that's all I'm putting towards this card for the month, which is great because this is the last week. And if you haven't seen my video about my debt payoff journey strategy, I'll link it up here below, or I'll link it up here above. So check that out. But basically right now I am paying only my minimum on this card as part of my strategy to pay off the most amount of debt in the least amount of time. So if you want to learn more, check out that video. And I'll be doing a debt payoff update in my next video and showing y'all how much I was able to pay off in October as a whole. So be on the lookout for that like next week at the end of the month. And then this blue envelope is for my Citi credit card, and this is the one I'm throwing all my extra debt payments towards. And some things that happened since last time. Last time I stuffed, what did I stuff last time? I think I stuffed the 10 and then an additional 100 as an extra debt payment. And so then since then I had sold a bridesmaid's dress on Poshmark. So I made $60 and I transferred that to my card already. And then I had $96 in this envelope. If you watch my last video, which I'll also link up here, but this envelope is for any cash that I make that I want to put towards debt. I just put it in this envelope until I have time to take it to the bank. So when I pulled out cash for this week, I took it to the bank. Actually, I took it to the bank a while ago. And that was the $96, and I just transferred that to this card as well. So just got that cash out of the envelope and into the bank and paid off on this card. So those are some things that have changed since last time. And for this time, I'm going to be putting, I've already paid my minimum payment on this card, obviously, but I'm going to put an extra $70 towards this card. So a 50 and a 20 for 70. And then I'll just count how much I've put towards this card by now. It should be 469. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 320, 40, 60, 80, 400, 420, 430, 440, 450, 460, 465, 466, 467, 468, 469, $469. That is huge. Like, if I didn't, like, this is all money that I have put towards this card this month alone. Like, what? That's so much. This is why I like the fake money. Like, I can physically see how much money I've put towards this card, and I feel so accomplished by that. So, if y'all like this strategy and want to use it, I'm linking where I got this money down below in an Amazon link. So feel free to check it out. I'm a huge fan of this strategy. and it is keeping me really, really motivated. So this envelope has nothing in it because I transferred all that extra money to the bank. And then this last envelope is for my total debt payments. And so basically I'll be taking the fake money from these 2 envelopes for my 2 credit cards at the end of the month and putting it into this pile of money to show y'all how much money I have put towards debt overall since I started my debt payoff journey in August. So, or at least since I started tracking my debt payoff journey. So I won't be going over this envelope today, but check out my next video if you want to know how much I have been putting towards debt since August, and you'll get the full recap on how my debt payoff is going. So that is everything that I have for today. A few reminders, just if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like down below. Please definitely subscribe if you are enjoying my videos and just want to follow along on the journey. When I hit 100 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway, and you will need to be subscribed to be eligible to win. So hit the subscribe button down below. If y'all have any questions or any video recommendations, feel free to leave those in the comments. I've really enjoyed folks who are putting comments or questions on my videos, so keep them coming. I love interacting with y'all on there. And I just hope y'all have a good week. I hope y'all are staying well. I hope your families are happy and healthy. And I just am sending great vibes to you and to your families. And if you wouldn't mind doing the same in return, I would really appreciate it because it has been a hard week, y'all. And it is now like 6:20 in the morning. So I'm going to try and go back to sleep now that I have gotten this out of the way, and I'm hoping I can, fall back asleep. So thank y'all for being here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.